I remember the congestion in Utah with the traffic every day. I used to drive from like Ogden to Salt Lake for work every day. And that 45-minute, hour-long drive every single day in traffic was a nightmare. Hey y'all, and welcome to today's episode. In today's episode, there has been a really big question that I get asked all the time. Where are the people who are moving here moving from? And so let's dive in to where people are moving from. There's one main state that we're going to focus on today. People are moving from, so stay tuned with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much. Let's hop right into it. All right, so one of the biggest states where we get a lot of people moving from is not California, really. It is actually Utah. So since we're on that Utah border, we get tons and tons of people moving here from Utah. I personally have moved here from Utah. I grew up down there, lived down there most of my life, and working for Smith's Food and Drug. And then one day they called me and told me, hey, guess what? You're moving to Evanston, Wyoming. And that's when I kind of ended up here. So let's dive a little bit deeper into some of the reasons behind this migration. So with stunning mountain ranges and a vast open spaces, Wyoming definitely does capture a huge interest in a ton of Utah residents. But what exactly is really driving this shift? So let's break it down. So first of all, let's talk about lifestyle. While Utah does offer beautiful landscapes, vibrant cities, and many are seeking a new change, Wyoming provides even more tranquility and with fewer people and less congestion. I remember the congestion in Utah with the traffic every day. I used to drive from like Ogden to Salt Lake for work every day. And that 45-minute, hour-long drive every single day in traffic was a nightmare. I really don't like driving down there anymore just because of how many people are down there and the huge congestion of how many people are there. So this sense of peace in the space is appealing to those that are looking to escape from Utah. And it's a super busy, hustling and bustle place. Utah is growing so quickly, so rapidly. I go down there every once in a while to see some of my family and friends, and every time I'm down there, it is just growing so fast and building apartment complexes everywhere you look. Hey y'all, are you thinking about relocating to Evanston, Wyoming? My team and I have developed the ultimate relocation guide, and it's 100% free. Down in the description, let me know what you think. Have a great day. So another reason for this factor is affordability in housing. So the housing in Utah has gone up so much, where Wyoming can provide a significantly lower price housing in most parts of Utah, especially the Salt Lake City, Ogden area, that Wasatch Front, even and definitely lower than Park City. I remember the prices that they sell houses down there versus we sell houses up there are incredibly different in pricing. Lower property taxes, cost of living means you get more space for your money, which is a huge draw for families and retirees all across the board. And now let's talk about some of the outdoor enthusiasts. We are so close to Utah that you can access most of Utah's amazing national parks every single day if you wanted to. Most of the places in Utah you can get to the airport within an hour. So Wyoming does offer a lot of great amenities in national parks like Yellowstone and the Tetons. So whether you're into hiking or fishing, skiing, or just enjoying great stunning views, Wyoming has it for you. And if it doesn't, we're a short drive from Utah every day of the week. I remember when I first moved up here, I was traveling down there a lot just because I miss my family and friends. But now that I've learned to enjoy the area, I've made new friends, new family here. I don't travel down there as much, but they're still super close. But we also have our great mountain ranges here, fishing, biking, hunting. So let's talk about community. We have found that Wyoming small towns do offer a very close-knit, welcoming environment, friendly neighbors, and a slower pace of life. This sense of belonging and the community spirit is a big reason why a lot of people are moving from Utah, and they feel right at home here. They feel like they can live live here and they're not in that hustle and bustle. With the rise of remote work, many Utahns no longer are tied to their offices and their desks, and then they can work from anywhere. So Wyoming offers a huge, fantastic backdrop for a balanced lifestyle and not all that congestion, especially if you work remote. I do get several clients every year who work remote and they move up here and they buy a great house for really inexpensive to where the Utah market was. My first house I actually sold. I lived in Utah, and that house I just barely sold. I kept it as a rental for a couple of years, but I just barely sold it, and the prices are astronomical. It's crazy the different prices between here and there. When I was working for Smith's, there was actually a lot of employees who actually worked in Park City and lived here just because the Park City houses are so expensive they couldn't afford anything, but they also paid more. The pay was enough for them to travel back and forth and commute every day. There's several employees of Smith's who live here and work there every day. Lots of people travel down there for work, and the housing prices in Park City. So I was looking it up the other day for a client because she was wondering about a single family dwelling home in Park City versus a single family dwelling here with a yard. So the cheapest in Park City I found was an 800 square foot fixer upper for $1.2 million in Park City. We very rarely have a house over $1 million for sale in Evanston. If you see a house over $1 million in Evanston, that's a very high priced home for here. You can get a decent house for around that $350 mark. So with the shift to remote work allowing many people to prioritize quality of life over proximity to their office, that's what they're doing. They're moving out here where it's more wide open and less congested. And Wyoming also offers great opportunities for families, strong sense of communities, schools, and safe neighborhoods. It's an ideal place to raise children. Me and my wife, we raise our son here, and I am so glad we moved here. We moved to Texas for about a year. Didn't like it. It was Houston, Texas. Sorry for anyone who loves Houston, Texas. Just not the right place for me. Too many people. And if you want to check it out, if you want to move from Houston to here, definitely let me know. I'd love to help you out finding some good acreage and good room out here to raise your kids. With peaceful surroundings, affordability, and a chance to embrace the great outdoors, it's kind of clear why people are moving here from Utah and calling Wyoming home. Just being out of the hustle and bustle is huge for a lot of people. So thank you so much for joining me on today's episode. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. For more insights into life and real estate in Evanston, Wyoming, definitely let me know. Comment what you think others should consider on moving to Wyoming. Until next time, happy exploring. Thank you and have a wonderful day.